look just a little bit like a train. I sound a bit crazy in it, but don't worry, I'm going to prove it to you right now. But first things first, I had to cut a load of holes for the doors and windows to go in. I also dyed the soles black so I'd get a better coverage when I went to paint them later. Then it was time to start reconstructing the sneakers, so I started making a door, and I found this hat. It was from a mini golf place I visited last summer, and it was the perfect colour. I was so worried that I'd made the wrong decision for the longest time, but I think it comes together in the end. You're gonna have to let me know. The original inspiration for this piece was my trip to Chicago. I found the city so inspiring, and I wanted to create a project that really represented that. And the L trains were the most perfect muse for this piece. If you haven't seen them, they're big shiny silver trains, and they weave in and out of the city on an elevated track. And while the ones we saw weren't graffitied, I wanted to make this another community project. So I asked all my Instagram followers to send in ideas of things to add. Now if you know me, you know I can get a little bit carried away sometimes with these projects, so I ended up deciding to scratch build a station platform to go with the sneakers. Now I've never ever scratch built in my whole life. I have no idea where this confidence came from, but I had to give it a go, and thankfully it came out quite good. Now all that was left was some last minute details. I added some tags to the station to make it look a little bit more old and grimy, and then also a little mini spray can. Then I had the best idea I think I've ever had in my whole life, and I used some eyelets for the rim around the lighting. The final touch was to add these chains to the door, and here they are finally finished. I'd love to know what you think, and if anyone's interested, they're available on my website now.